about hope, the HIV/AIDS fight. When you talk about hope, you have to start from where we are coming from to know how blessed we are, how lucky we have been since the outbreak came into our country, Uganda. And we will also talk about where we are going. There is a mother of one of the children we look after, Mauricia. She passed away because she couldn't take her medicine. She had stigma, she had fear. We tried to convince her, but in vain she lost her life and she ended up living a total orphan. So we made a promise that we'd have to add our voices to the already campaign about HIV/AIDS. And also talking about the HIV/AIDS, we will take a look at what happened with a man who is a hero to many of you. He fought the HIV/AIDS using his own example.
I was very much afraid. I knew I was in big trouble. I thought about my future, my past, and I felt so alone. I decided to come out if it is possible for me to launch a campaign, a crusade against AIDS, whereby some my fellow human beings might be saved.
And then on April 13th, 1989, Philly Lutaya became the first prominent African to publicly declare he had AIDS.
Today is exceptional, because we are privileged for the first time in this country to have a real example of an AIDS victim who has astounded us.
Philly Lutaya decided to fight back.
With his courage and
At Makerere University, the most prestigious in East Africa, he put his case.
I stand before you a living example of an AIDS victim. I have AIDS and have been told that my days are numbered. I beg you, give AIDS victims love and understanding. Don't desert us. Remember, if you do not take care, you too will soon be joining the ranks of the AIDS victims.
But people wanted always to ignore it and pretend as if it was not here. So I wanted to go on shouting loud about this crisis. I ignored people who were calling me a liar, people who were calling me an opportunist. I knew time would come when they would understand.
I want to welcome all our visitors to Gayaza High School. We are the oldest girls' school in Uganda. I'm proud of it, but particularly today we want to welcome Mr. Philly Lutaya. We are so grateful that he has given up this time to come and share with us and allow us to sing along with him. Mr. Lutaya, you are very welcome to Gayaza High School.
I wish I was just on an ordinary visit here, as I used to come and visit my sister here some years ago. But today I have come to stand before you as a living example of an AIDS victim. This is serious. I never wanted this to happen to me. So, straightforward, I would like to tell you that I would not like this to happen to you, to any of you. The message I would like to give to you is that let us do our best to have a virus-free young generation. It's easy to avoid getting virus. I beseech you that please be careful in the way you handle yourself. We need you.
On behalf of all the girls at Gaza High School, we would like to thank Philip Bongole Lutaya, and we are very grateful for your presence, for your presence here at school. And would like to say we love you. And as a token of our love, we have this small gift for you. Please receive it.
Thank you very much.
Let's come around, let's stand together and fight it. In times of joy, in times of sorrow, let's take a stand and fight on to the end. With open hearts, let's stand out and speak out to the world. We'll save some light, save the children of the world.
Today we are privileged and honored to have another hero for me, because I've known him personally. Dr. Peter Mjenyi is the director at Joint Clinical Research Center in Mengo. It is responsible for the research and technicalities in the search for HIV training and prevention. So we welcome Mr. Peter Mjenyi.
Thank you very much.
So, and she has been privileged to join the education program. She will be educated by people. And she is in Kitane Primary School. So please introduce yourself to Kinde and your family and tell us what you want to tell the people. You're welcome.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Shin Rebecca. I'm 13 years old, and my young sisters are Esther Pendo, Sarah Mugisha, and Susan Barrett. As you can see them, plus my mother, she's called Barry.
The mother is right there. Please welcome.
I'm here to advise people who are infected by HIV positive,
Yes.
to go on taking their drugs and to be strong. Like I've had some people that are not strong, they think that they are bewitched. They go on fearing others, like they can destroy their things in their houses. If they had that, they are HIV positive. But me and my sisters, my mother told us not to fear. We trust in God. We pray every day. We take our drugs in time. And there is a neighbor who told my mother to take us for checking.
Yes.
And my mother took us to Kamocha Christian Caring Community.
Yes.
We were 5. I was the first. They phoned me when I'm HIV positive.
Yes.
The second one, she's not around. She's called Makoro Mercy. She was negative.
Yes.
And the third was Sarah, was positive. The fourth was Susan, was negative. And the fifth was positive. And I want to thank Aunt Farida and the staff members for helping us and me. I advise people who are there to help people who are in villages, because I know people who are in villages, most of them, they don't get enough treatment. They are there suffering. They don't know what to do. I want you to reach them and help them.
Don't worry, today we have JCRC. They are free ARVs in Mengo, whoever is looking for them, so really don't despair for those of you who have HIV and AIDS. So you still have a message?
Oh, that's all I had for you.
Thank you so much.
It is one of the biggest epidemics that this world has ever seen. At the current time, we have 42 million people around the world who are suffering or infected with this insidious disease. We've had 20-some million people die from it. We have 14 to 15 million orphans.
Nearly 30 million people on this continent are living with HIV/AIDS, including 3 million children under the age of 15.
Although HIV/AIDS started as a global epidemic in the early 1980s, Africa now houses more than 2/3 of the total global number of human immunodeficiency virus infections.
HIV/AIDS everywhere, in hospitals, in communities, and in rural areas. It is just too far to the health centers.
Epidemic pattern and culture.
Well, Uganda is the one country that is really a shining light. They have been able to reduce the infection rate from 21% of their population down to 6%.
President Museveni and Uganda have pursued a direct and comprehensive anti-AIDS strategy. They emphasize abstinence and marital fidelity as well as condoms to prevent HIV transmissions. They developed a strategy. They're implementing the strategy for the whole world to see. And the results have been magnificent.
My husband is a fighter. He had just been through a war, and we thought we had finished with that phase in our lives, in our country, that here was peace and we were going to lead peaceful lives. And when AIDS came, he said he had to start making this alarm as loud as possible to make people know that there was a new enemy and it truly was dangerous.
The government made a very loud nduru. So there is danger. There is danger in the village.
Our President Yoweri Museveni, took over power, and through his wisdom realized that there was something going amiss. There was a disease that was affecting his colleague soldiers. And he started asking questions. And his suspicion was confirmed when in fact a large number of his colleagues, soldiers, about 60 who were sent for training somewhere abroad, 18 of them were HIV positive. That showed that clearly this population was facing something gigantic.